on, everybody? The 8 of you that are watching. Um, Saturday night. Let's move this slightly. Sweet. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out the live. Scotty VR, what's up? What's going on? Where are you watching from, man? Back up Fortnite, what's going on, bro? Imagine going to like a random person and they're live and calling them a loser. It says more about you than me, bro. Hope you're doing alright, man. The fact that your name says Fortnite, I'm assuming you're a child too, so it's probably past your bedtime. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in tonight or today, wherever you're watching from. I'm in the East Coast, USA, so it's super late over here, but I thought I'd jump on, do another live. Been trying to figure out, I don't know, just doing some lives, man. You look like the guy off of Dumb Money. Who's that? You talking about Paul Dano? Are you talking about Paul Dano? You telling me I look like Paul Dano? That's kind of dope. He's a great actor, if that's what you're saying. Dumb Money, that's the one with Paul Dano, I think, where he plays Kitty Cat, or the guy, the GameStop guy. You were talking about Paul Dano? Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. That's a good movie. That's a good movie, man. Man, can you imagine what it would have been like investing in GameStop back then? That's crazy. That's crazy. But that Paul Dano, that's the first one. That's the first time I ever hear that one. Did he have a beard in that? And a mustache in that movie? I don't remember. Paul Dano. That money. Only thing I'm missing is the headband. That's right, bro. That's funny. I agree. Yeah, I think maybe in real life he does. Invisible. So thanks for checking out the live. These are fake. We're a production company. We make fake money for movies and TV shows. So while I can empathize with the fact that maybe you're going through a hard time and you're asking for money, these are fake. So I can't give you anything. But yeah. Rohit Verma, absolutely, man. It's fake money. The company's real. We've been creating these props for 15 plus years, and we work with Hulu, HBO, Amazon Studios, Warner Brothers, Sony, Disney Plus, Marvel. Yeah, we work with a lot of production companies. So, Sean K, dude, That's awesome, man. Proud of you. Nani Pisak Piskran Nani? Sorry, I totally butchered that. Sorry, these are fake. We can't help you. But what's going on, man? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. SMG Dance, what's up? Sean K, where you watching from, bro? Sorry. Unfortunately, like the comments can't get they don't translate, so I'm not sure what you're typing there or what that says. Tenta Taxima, yeah, it is fake money. So we're a production company. We make fake money for movies and TV shows. So the money's fake, but the company is real. We've been. Then why are you showing? Because this is what we do. We're a production company. I'm showing my products. We've been creating these for 15 plus years. Look at the name of the channel. Look at our channel. Look at the other the videos that we've done. We've worked with creators like Mr. Beast, the Stoke Twins, Vitaly, Big Dawes, in terms of YouTubers, and then we work in terms of production companies. We've worked with Amazon Studios, Netflix, Warner Brothers, Hulu, HBO, Marvel, Disney, you name it. And then in terms of like musical artists, not specifically directly with them, but their production teams, Kendrick Lamar, Cardi B, Lady Gaga, J. Cole, Drake, Beyonce, yeah, lots of different artists. Tenta, absolutely. So neither did we. When we created this was totally by accident. So we were working on our first feature film. Like I was in film school like in 2008, and I met my business partner back then. We were both in film school, and he was working on his first feature film, and we needed fake money for a specific scene, and we couldn't find anything that was affordable or accessible to film students. So he's a graphic designer as well. So he designed the first couple of bills, which back in the day it was like these older bills, this older design, and we used it for productions. Everything went well, and then after we finished the film, he put the props up for eBay or for sale on eBay. He put the props up for sale on eBay, and they sold to a prop master from CBS. And so after that, that just kind of opened up the gate. And basically, the props that we created for the film ended up being more popular than the film. So that's kind of what we've been doing for the last 15 years. And yeah, we're the largest manufacturers of fake money for Hollywood, which is crazy. And not just Hollywood. We're U.S. government contractors. So believe it or not, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Air Force, the DEA, DHS, FBI, CIA, like they all use our props for training purposes, for operations, for educational purposes. We do like these we actually have like these custom builds specifically for the U.S. Air Force. Speaking on customs, if you guys have a small business, a birthday party, an event coming up, custom builds are super fun, even for game night. We can put your face on it, your website, your slogan, whatever, your logo. We can make it happen. But yeah. Sir, what is the next step of business, sir? What do you mean by that? Money talks, 100% Hudson, what's up? This is fake money, Max B. Yeah, it is. Check out the pinned comment, check out the channel name. I'm not saying it's real. The company's real though. Why are people thinking you're giving money away, although it clearly stated it is fake? Yeah, sometimes it's usually English might not be their first language, so that happens, and that's okay. Yeah, euros, yes, we do. How much does 10K of fake money cost you to make? So I'm not going to get too deep into our margins, just because we protect our products. We make everything in the U.S. We don't outsource. We don't import anything from outside the U.S. Everything is made in Florida. By doing that, our costs are obviously higher, um, but we're an American company. We have been for since the beginning of the inception of the product. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Covietis, what's up? Joe Blanco, no, it's fake, man. These are props. Let me grab some. And we actually do have some for sale if you guys are interested. I mean, this is what we do. We literally sell our props. I don't think I even pinned this. I'm so sorry. Because we have, so YouTube obviously allows us to pay, to link our store to our channel once you're monetized. And so we do have our products available. So you're able to click on it, it'll take you to our website, and we have over 300 bundles. So right here, I'm linking the top 3. You're gonna see it on the live, and you're gonna see that one pinned. That one normally retails for $24.99, and it's currently for sale for $14.99. So yeah. Fact money, what is that, bro? I don't even know what fact is. How much total money do you have? Right here, this is about 750,000, give or take. But just last week, Warner Brothers is working on a new feature film with Jake Gyllenhaal, and they ordered $8 million worth. So they ordered this, but like the aged full prints of the hundreds, they ordered $1 million. So yeah. Oh, so that's how 6ix9ine got his money to show off with. We do work with a lot of production teams, and some musicians absolutely use our props. That doesn't mean that they don't have real money. So one of the best things about these props is they're safe. They're safe, and it also offers creative liberties. What do I mean by all that? So if you go to the bank and you withdraw $10,000 to make it rain for a music video, that's a stupid decision. Why would you risk $10,000? Real money, right? That's a lot of money. If that gets stolen, that gets lost, if that gets destroyed, you're out of $10,000. Who's gonna do that, right? So this is a tenth, not even like a fraction of the price, and it can get destroyed, it can get lost, it can get stolen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any value. So that's one reason why productions opt to use prop movie money. The other reason, did you know that it's actually illegal to deface real currency? So destroying this is not a crime. Destroying real money, burning it, exploding it, setting it on fire, that's illegal. So you can do that with prop movie money. You can't do that with real money. Out of all the different customers you have, has any of them hooked you guys up with any rare memorabilia like autographs or signed pics? Yes. So probably the coolest bill that we have is a bill signed by Method Man, and Method Man even left us a review. We did a custom bill. He had a show a few years back called Drop the Mic, and yeah, we love Method Man, and we actually Danny, my business partner, he actually emailed the production team and asked them if it'd be possible to get a signed bill from Method Man. He signed it, he sent it back to us, and then he sent us a lovely review. So that was really nice, man. That was really cool. That's probably the coolest thing we have. But yeah. What Hollywood films have you provided fake money? I will tell you right now. Deadpool 2, Coming to America, the second part. Code 8, Carry On, Bullet Train, Bumblebee, Blood Money, Breaking In, Bandit, Beach Bum, Bad Boys for Life, Ant-Man, Army of the Dead, American Made, Ambulance, 21 Bridges, 1922. What else? What else? Extraction, Extraction 2, or Fast 9, Fast 10, Focus with Will Smith, Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, How High 2, Hustlers. Yeah, we've done a lot. With John Wick 1, 2, 3. I think, I don't know if 4 had props, but, or probably might, but yeah, it's a lot. Looks like $1 million. No, it's not. It's almost $1 million, but it's not. Tenta, so we do know the film that he's working on, but I can't say at the moment just because there's still a production. But once that film already starts promoting and is getting ready to get released, we'll 100% let it be known on social media. That's not Post Malone, that's Always Alone, man. Why are you gay? Bruno Oliveira, bro, why are you, dude? Not that there's anything wrong with that, who cares? The way how your acting deserves to be in a Hollywood gang movie, like some, what do you mean like how I'm acting, dude? I mean, maybe the set design kind of looks a little, you know, cinematic, but I went to film school, so I've got interesting light. I have an interesting lighting setup, but I'm not gonna I'm not acting in any kind of way. I don't know. That's interesting. I come across as a gangster. Damn, man. Okay. Well, I guess it's the money, isn't it? It's always, yeah. If I didn't have the bills here and I'm just talking to you about, I don't know, whatever, anything else, I probably wouldn't look like a gangster. But yeah, that's funny. That's pretty funny. And all I'm wearing, I'm literally wearing like the company logo right here and just this like long sleeve on top, and that's it, man. The gangster for the EU. Oh my god. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. American gangster, dude. All right. You guys are nice, man. You guys are sweet tonight. That's awesome. Appreciate you guys. Also, if you're new here and it's your first time checking out the live, consider subscribing. We started the year off with like 4,000 some subscribers, and we're currently sitting at 26,552. Consistency. We've been posting consistent. We're doing shorts almost every single day. We're going live. We're going live every week. But now, like today, we've done I think 3 lives today. So super fun. And it's cool, man, because it's great. I feel like one of my favorite things about the lives, and I feel like I'm always gonna say this because it is awesome. It's just hanging out with a bunch of random people that I don't know who they are. I don't know their story, but this is kind of like a cool way to communicate. And there's people from all over the place, like all over the world. Super awesome. What makes your fake money company better than others? That's a fantastic question. So I would say one of the things that sets us apart from other fake money companies is the attention and the detail that we put into our props. Has been something that we've been working on for a really long time. Before we got into this, there is one other company, RJR Props. They've done fake money, but it was very difficult to get props from them. It was very expensive, and it's an older generational like prop house in Atlanta, so it's difficult. It was difficult. Then we started selling our props, and then we were a younger generation. This was early Facebook, early Instagram. we understood the importance of social media because we were using social media in our personal lives. So we opened up, you know, social media. We started promoting our products, and of course we inspired a number of competitors, which is fine. That's totally fine. That's a free market for you. But the main thing that will always set us apart is how we started this company and where we come from. Like, we're actual filmmakers. We understand the value of props. We understand the value of storytelling and filmmaking, and these details and how these details come together to tell a good story. And we help provide something that adds to those details. Um, that I think is one of the things that sets us apart. Because we're actual filmmakers, dude. Like, we're making props. We're not ripping anybody off. We created this product out of necessity, out of our own need to create or have affordable props for a film. So what's funny is everything that we've done here. We've grown the years that it's taken us to grow our Instagram and stuff like that. We've definitely inspired a number of copycats that literally rip off our products. They have no original ideas. All they do is look at what we do and see how they can steal. And that's fine. I don't really care, because in the end of the day, I know what we're doing is solid, and we've been doing it for such a long time. And we have the body of work. If you go to our website, you'll see just a small fraction of all the films that our products have been seen on, all the different shows, all the different companies that we've worked with. So that's solid, and nobody can take that away. There's plenty of other companies that'll fake it. There's another company that literally is. If you look at their Instagram, they're 100%. They're stealing our content. And then if you go to their website, they're promoting that they're also working with these companies, but they're faking it. They're faking it, and they have to live with that. So that's not a problem. Anywho, are you good at karate? I'm not, but I did take karate when I was a kid, so I might remember a few things. Jim, so no, we don't rent. We used to rent a long time ago, but we found that every time we got the props back, like, they always came back damaged. So we at some point decided, nah, we're just gonna sell them. So all our products are only for sale. We don't rent them. We do work with prop houses in LA that rent their props. So they'll purchase from us, and then they'll rent it out to their clients. And then whenever they get props that are damaged, then they need to, like, re-up or replace, they order again. So that's kind of like the main thing, but that's for them to figure out, because we tried that once and I wasn't a fan. Do you think Robert De Niro would use your fake money? So our props were in The Irishman, and Robert De Niro was in The Irishman. So, yeah. And these are great questions, guys. Keep them coming. If you have anything else, want to share anything else, even if it's not just about props, if it's about YouTube, it's about business, motivation, I don't know. Not that I'm super qualified to talk about any of those things, but I don't know. It's cool. I'm going to ask a random person some questions. Are you guys shipped to India? I have placed a $500 worth order, but it doesn't show my country's address here. There. I think we do ship to India, but I would suggest, because I don't know if we have that specifically on the website, but if you can email us and you're actually interested in making a purchase, absolutely, we can help you out with that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop our email address. So this is our email address. email us. Can't you help us, boss? I want to open up business in Indonesian. So we're not. I can't really help you with that. I can maybe offer some advice. If you don't have any skills, get on YouTube, man. YouTube has so much content, and you can find I don't know. You can find different ways to do different things, whether it's cooking or cleaning or doing different things, and then make a YouTube channel about it. I feel like that's what I would do if I didn't know where to start. That's probably where I would start. Is there any legal problems with making prop money? Absolutely, dude. There's a lot of issues. We had a visit from Secret Service very early on, and we actually had to update our designs to make sure we weren't making counterfeits. So yeah, there can be issues. The way that we have been able to get to where we're at is because we've been doing this for a very long time, and we're very proficient at making sure that we're not crossing that line, right? We're making props. We're not making counterfeits. We're not interested in crimes. We're not interested in any of that BS. We're literally, dude, I went to film school. I love movies. I'm a huge film nerd. That's all I care about. You know, if I get to create some cool props that end up, you know, if I'm watching Netflix and then I see the props that I made on the show in a show, like, that's awesome. Like, that's good enough for me. Wanda, what's up? I'm back. I see you're back too. Let me catch up here. That's crazy because I heard a story where in Goodfellas he refused to use fake money and they had to use real money. I don't know if that's for real. I don't know if that's for real. That's what I've heard too. And it could be that maybe they did use some real money back in the day. But yeah. But I definitely do remember hearing something about Robert De Niro and fake money. That could be a myth though. So do a lot of rappers buy your props? We do work with a lot of musicians and artists, but it's not just them, right? It's the production team. So if you have a music video, if you're a musician and you have a budget and you're hiring a director or producer to make a music video for you, you're going to let them handle that. What's going to happen is that they are in charge of making a music video for their client, and that set needs to be safe, it needs to be secure, and one of the ways that they do that is they'll use prop movie money. So it's their production team. We've sold our props to Kendrick Lamar, to Cardi B, to J. Cole, to Drake, to Beyonce, to a lot of different artists. Now, the fact that they're using fake money doesn't mean that they don't have real money. That seems to be like a point of contention a lot. I've noticed like a lot of people love to call out rappers specifically, but it's not just rappers, and it's this is what professionals use. It's a tool. It's a filmmaking tool. It's a tool that's used on the regular, right? Prop is anything an actor holds. So that could be documents, that could be a mouse, like a computer mouse. It could be a cell phone. It could be fake money. It could be fake weapons. Like, props are very normal in the entertainment industry. So guaranteed, professionals. There's a production team, and that production team is working with a set designer or prop master, and they're working with props. So that's totally normal. After I place the order, is there add-ons on delivery? What do you mean by that? Wanda, yeah. Thank you. That's a great idea. So these right here, this is our new Series 20s right there. This is a full print stack, meaning it's fully printed all the way through. Compare that to a blank filler stack where you got blank paper in the middle. These are more for set design. These are more making it rain kind of thing, kind of counting out the bills. This looks more realistic in my opinion, but they're also a little more expensive than regular blank fillers. Let's see. Yeah, so they probably have to print on the bills, fake bill or something. So all our stacks, say for motion picture use only on them, that has to be there by law. Like we cannot remove that, we're not gonna remove that. The only way we remove it is if you're making customs for a business, for an event, for a birthday, whatever. Like that's the only time. Like if your name is David and it's your birthday coming up and or you want to surprise somebody and you want to create $100 bill with their face, we'll put their face on it. We'll put, instead of the United States of America, we can put, I don't know, or for motion picture use only, we can put happy birthday David or whatever, like things like that to make it very obvious that it's not a real bill. And then we can do the same in the back. So if you have a small business, if you have an event or whatever, we can have QR codes, you can put your website, phone number, and this is a great way to attract clients. What's great about these bills is we can also, like if you have like a specific theme, like we've done pink bills, we've done blue bills, we've done gender reveal bills. So in that regard, there's a lot that you can customize. So it's kind of cool. Great TV. These are the only place you can use these is in front of a camera legally. These are props. So if you try to use these to defraud anybody, that's a crime. And I hope you have some common sense and understand what a crime is and what that can do if you commit a crime. Tam Ding, Norbu, these are fake. We're a production company. We make fake money for movies and TV shows. Can you show us the aged and crispy bills, the difference? Absolutely. So, let me get the 20. All right, so here we've got two stacks, right? They're both new Series 20s. As you can tell though from the side profile, there's a huge difference. These are clean. This isn't supposed to be, this is supposed to be a little straighter, kind of like this. So these are clean and these are aged. Clean, aged. The difference is these look like they're freshly printed, and these could be great. These could be something that you're looking for. And these have like a little more texture on the side. They're a little more expensive because we have to age them by hand. But essentially what it does is it adds a little more realism from the side profile of the bills. So it looks more realistic on camera and it looks fantastic. The age stacks are honestly some of my favorite. Among Us Drip. Yeah, thanks for checking out the live, dude. Read the pinned comment, read the channel name. Yeah, it's fake money. Jim, we actually do euros. We do other world currencies. Some other world currencies we only do them on demand, like on whenever somebody requests. But also some of them we only sell to studios, so they're not available to the general public for very obvious reasons. Like we have a lot more control in what we do. Not control, but we have a little more breathing room as an American company making American U.S. dollar props. But when we're talking about international currency, it can get a little dicier. So there's some props that we only create, very, very specific ones that'll even say like specimen. They're a lot bigger, they're one-sided, but some of them are only for production companies, and you have to be a legitimate production company to be able to purchase those. And you can get $1 million for $20. Nah, man. while the money is fake, as a manufacturer of these stacks, I can tell you 100%, it costs money to make fake money. Like, we invest a lot of time and money and effort into making these prints, and then we put them up for sale. So, and sometimes we get, we have good weeks, we have decent weeks. So it kind of it comes and goes, but the main thing is, yeah, it costs money to manufacture anything. Hey Jim, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the all the questions. They were great questions. I'm glad you got something out of it, and thanks for tuning in, dude. I really appreciate that. I heard you are the guys supplied to Gorilla Customs, and they charge more. What are your thoughts? I don't know Gorilla Customs much. I've heard about them, but I don't know that they purchase from us. I think they might purchase from another vendor from overseas. All our props are made in the U.S. Whatever they want to do, that's up to them. But I can definitely tell you that they're not a production company, and they're not making props with from the perspective of filmmaker or content creator. All they care about, I'm sure, is making props realistic, but they don't understand maybe the legalities that go into making props, making them available for sale. Because again, these are props. Yeah, they might look kind of cool on camera. Hopefully, you guys think they look great. Netflix, Warner Brothers, they all think they do. But yeah, some vendors, all they care about is just making money and selling products without really, especially something like this where it needs to be well done, right? Well done. We've been in this space long enough to see, and we've seen a number of different like prop money companies pop up after they see what we're doing, and then they create like these bills that are way too realistic. So we've seen a lot of people come and go. Tempted, yeah, thank you, Wanda, absolutely. So we do have other props. We do have a branch of the company that's called Prop Movie FX, where we have foam weapons, foam swords, foam guns, rubber weapons, handcuffs. We have prop passports. We have masks. We got a number of different things. So yeah, we absolutely do that. The main thing though that we do is prop movie money, because that's kind of like what we've been doing for the last 15 years, man. Great TV, dude. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. There's a lot of channels that use fake money on their YouTube streams and shorts, and they get views. Chuckling and Jiving TV. No, bro. These are all American-made props. These props have been around way longer than Temu. So we make them in the U.S. We make them in Florida specifically. So, can you print real money? No, that's illegal. That's a fucking crime, dude. That's crazy, bro. I hope you're being sarcastic, or trying to be funny. Orb. I hope you're joking. I'm sure you are, because we do get a lot of trolls. But don't be a jerk, bro. Great TV, honestly, yeah. If you wanted to open up a motivational channel on YouTube with our props, that could work, bro. That could work. I'm telling you, we've had our YouTube channel for many years, but it wasn't until this year where we decided, let's get consistent with it. Let's post every week. Let's go live. Let's do shorts. Let's do long form videos. And yeah, dude, I know you saw there's props on Temu. The only reason there's props on Temu or prop money on Temu is because we started this industry 15 years ago. So, and Temu doesn't make anything you find on Temu is not. They're created off of using real bills, which is crazy, and you're probably gonna get bills that could be considered counterfeits. So I'd be careful with overseas vendors for obvious reasons, because there isn't as much oversight on these. We're an American company. We make these props in Florida. We're not messing around. We're making legitimate props for creators. You guys are the best so far, as your bills are insane by comparison on real bills. Also, there are some others which are more realistic, but they charge more. That's my opinion. Sam, that means a lot, man. Thank you. So it's a balance, right? Like you want the props to look good and realistic, but they can't look identical. So that's where we come in. That's what we've been doing for the last 15 years. So yeah. Is it empty? No. So we do have empty stacks. I guess that's one way to call it. So these are blank fillers. These have blank paper in the middle, but then you got full prints, which fully printed bills all the way through. Mostly all of these are full prints. Like this is full prints. These are full prints. Full prints. Full prints. But yeah. So what should I do to make a couple of bucks? You have to invest. You have to invest time, effort, to either acquire skills and solve problems. That's what I would do. Chugging and jiving TV, man, you got a negative attitude, bro. So these are props. They get used mainly in like movies. Like if you ever seen, I don't know, The Dark Knight. That's like my favorite go-to because I feel like a lot of people have seen The Dark Knight. The Joker burns a giant pile of money. It's like over $1 billion worth of stacks or money that he's burning. That was all blank fillers, and that was for entertainment value. So like it's not. I didn't walk out of the theater hating my life. Like that was a fantastic movie. So. You know, perspective matters a lot, bro. So chill. It's not that serious. New suit and fake money means real money. What do you mean? You talking about like for your YouTube channel or something? I was looking at selling. I invested a little in stocks. Selling what? And stocks, that's good. I definitely don't recommend day trading. No, not financial advice, but that's more like, I feel like it's more gambling than anything. But if you find, this is not financial advice, but if you find ETFs, which is basically, imagine instead of putting your money all in like, let's say it's a basket of a bunch of M&Ms, right? And you throw in all your money on just like the red M&Ms, if that red M&M goes up or down in value, your portfolio is going to go up or down with it, right? There's a lot more volatility. Whereas if you have a basket that's got all the color of the rainbow of the M&Ms, then you have a little more stability. If red goes down, you've got blue that might be up, you've got yellow, you know. So that's something that we've learned while working here. And I say we, meaning me and my like business partners and our team. Barry Ray, dude, you're crazy, bro. This isn't money laundering. We're a production company. The name of the company is Probably Money, and I am Juan. I am one of the managers here. I'm actually the CEO of the company, but basically, I feel like the CEO title is kind of it's whatever. Yeah, but basically, I do a little bit of everything. So we're a production company. We make props for movies, TV shows, and music videos. You can check out our website. You can check out our YouTube channel. We've got a lot of different use case scenarios where we've done props for shows like The Boys or props for like Mr. Beast. That's what we do. It's kind of weird, obviously, and it's super. I mean, you're on a live and you see a random dude on YouTube with a giant pile of money. Of course, there's gonna be some red flags, and like understandably so. Live big. Yeah, man, no problem. Happy to explain stuff. Try to, I try to understand, like, yeah, not everybody knows what props are, so I get it. And that's literally why we do these lives, man. Kind of hang out and also talk about props. These aren't counterfeits, clipsters. These are props. Sam, how many days it takes to ship an order to Asia as in India? Also, do you have any shipping charges? Absolutely, we don't. We ship free within the U.S., but if you're outside the U.S., absolutely it's going to cost, depending on your postal code, depending on the size of the order and the weight of the box. But I would say email us. You can find all our contact info at the link in our bio or the link in our profile, and on our channel. So that's what I would do. Clipsters, bro, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have no idea what you mean. If you're legitimately talking about using our props as counterfeits, it's not going to work. These are props. If you're going to try to defraud somebody with our props, good luck, bro. You can find a bunch of mugshots of people who have attempted to use fake money as real money, and they get arrested. So have some common sense. Yo, you guys are some criminal ass. Get out of here, bro. I'll put you guys on timeout like children. Goodbye. That's crazy. Thank you, Wanda. Appreciate you. All right, so I think for now, I am definitely gonna call it a night. I actually, so when the last live ended, I went over to TikTok just to see what's up, and it was absolutely terrible. So terrible in the sense where it was only like 3 people watching. We don't use TikTok a lot. Personally, I like YouTube way more. But yeah. Barry Ray, man, that's pretty profound, dude. That's a bar, dude. Mm-hmm. Possibly. John Wayne, we're a government contractor, so we actually sell our props to the FBI, DEA, DHS, CIA, U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force. I don't think we've ever done any props for the Navy. I don't think they've ever used props. Huh. But yeah. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the live. Wanda, as always, you're super appreciated. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for moderating again for the second time tonight. I think you might have even been moderating when Will was on this morning, so I appreciate you. Sam, yeah, man, likewise, dude. I'm glad you found I'm glad you found this informative. So have a great day as well. Appreciate you. Anthony Ferro, you're tuning in at the end of the live, dude. But check out the channel if you're interested. Subscribe, and yeah. Mary Ray, likewise, man. Thank you. This was great. Great connecting with all of you. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.